Good morning. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Wake Up Flow. On Thursdays, we offer a practice done sitting down. This is a number of people that I've worked with over the years have had a challenge standing for long periods of time or other mobility problems, or maybe they're confined to a space that they're not able to stand up. We've done sessions for entire groups in wheelchairs, for example. So at least once a week, we offer a practice done sitting down, so you can kind of feel what the benefits of the breath work can give you, even if you don't have the mobility to do the kind of traditional standing practice. So the chair I have is fairly low to the ground, low enough so that when I sit down, I can put my feet down flat on the floor. No arms on the chair, so that I have upper body mobility all the way around. And as I sit down, I'm going to sit down at the front edge of the chair, which frees up the space behind me as well. And that's also useful. That gives us kind of a full range of motion of our upper body, and not being so concerned about what's going on more toward the floor. So we're going to begin today sitting on the front edge of the chair, sitting upright. So just like we would if we were standing up, we want a very upright posture but relaxed. So the spine is straight, not supported by the back of the chair, but rather by our own musculature. You can begin with your hands on your lap. Is just kind of adjust everything. Feet flat on the floor, probably right even with the hips. If it feels a little better to come out a little more, or feels a little better to come in a little more, that's fine. We don't want what's going on with your legs to be a distraction in any way. And let's take our hands hand over hand. Just place those over our lower belly. And we'll close our eyes. You can't see my kittens being naughty. And let's just start deepening out the breath. Breathing in through the nose if you're able. And if you're able to breathe out through the nose, that is ideal. But breathing out through the mouth is fine as well. Nasal breathing in and of itself has many, many benefits. Just astounding the difference it can make in your life if you can train yourself to come back to nasal breathing. I recommend a really good book. The author is James Nestor, Nestor. The book is simply called Breathe. He essentially uses himself and a colleague as lab rats, and they go through a long series of experiments on themselves, testing different breath methods that they've studied around the world. It's fascinating stuff. You wouldn't really expect a whole book on just breathing to be that engaging, but it's really quite good. I recommend it highly. Let's open our eyes. And now let's connect movement to that breath. So let your hands fall down to the sides. And then just begin to fly. Breathing in as the arms rise. Breathing out, let the arms softly fall back down. Think of it as leaves falling off the trees in the breeze. I've always said that our session should leave you relaxed and energized. So I'm relaxed, and these little creatures running around are definitely energized. Just letting the motion follow the breath. This is often the hardest part of a practice when you're just getting started with one, is how do I slow down enough? Not letting my body movement guide the breath, but rather letting the breath dictate the pace of the movement. Breathing deeply. Breathing in as we rise. Expand. Breathing out as we relax and release. One more time on the side. This time as the hands float down, turn your palms to the back and hands rise in the front. And withdraw them a little bit as they come down, just like we would if we were standing up. This is a commencing move, if you will. Common in Tai Chi. You'll often see this move done under different names, like rise and fall, for example, and the arms simply come up and come down and basically stay extended the whole time. We want to extend as we rise. Fold in just a little bit. Pull the arms back towards you as we fall down. Almost like you're rolling the needle back towards you at the top. Begin to work with those circular patterns of energy, ever present in nature. Sometimes dangerously so. Let's take one more just like this. And stay with me. Arms come back up, and this time extend out. On back in as if you're hugging a tree or grasping a large ball. Breathing in, expanding. Breathing out, relaxing back in. Hug that tree. Deep breaths in. Full breath out. Today's practice has been designed to work with stress and anxiety. And one of the primary ways we can do that is with breath work. Perhaps the most obvious example of this is a woman in labor. We've been through many of those here. And one of the things in prenatal classes you work on is breathing. Last one like this. And then we're going to expand out again. And this time come back in just a little bit differently as you breathe out. Expand as you breathe in. Come on back in. Catch a ball. Breathe in. Expand. And let the arms pass your body if you have that mobility. Breathing out. Catch a ball. One hand on top, one hand on the bottom. Let's go one more time. And then let's spin that ball Flatten the palms toward the floor and let them float down. Breathing in, arms rise, come all the way together, hands together in the prayer position. As you breathe out, bring the hands together, descending to the level of the heart. Breathe in, rise back to the top. Breathing out, release. So 4 parts to the movement. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in and breathe out to release. Do a few more of these. And once you kind of have the parts of the movement in your head, feel free to just close your eyes and just flow with it. Breathing in as you rise, letting the hands come together. Breathing out, bring them down to the heart. Breathing in, press them back overhead. And breathing out, release. Let's do one more. And let the hands come up in front. Again, grabbing that ball. Let's spin it. Now let our bottom hand just float out to the side. As it begins to come back in, turn the other one over and let palm pass palm as you press that hand forward. Breathing in, let the back hand float away, and as it comes back, pass the other hand, pressing forward. Variation of the move we do in Tai Chi called fending off the monkey. This time of year, perhaps what you need to fend off is monkey mind. So you scurry to finish those last minute things. Let's take one more with each hand coming forward. Let the other hand come out to meet it. Spin that ball again, and then let's swing the ball out to the side. One hand paints across the sky. As you breathe in, as you breathe out, the other hand paints across the sky as we recapture the ball on the other side. Breathing in, breathing out. And last time. And let's bring our ball back to the middle. spin it. The palms float down, and we'll go into our regular close. Breathing in, hands rise overhead. Breathing out, turn the palms toward the floor, press down. One more of those. As the hands reach the bottom, let one float away again. This time, let it come overhead. And back to the front and down the midline. Repeat that on the other side to balance it out. And let's come back to where we started. Hand over hand, hands over the lower belly. Close your eyes, and let's finish with 3 deep breaths. One more deep breath. As you exhale that breath, go ahead and let your hands release back to your sides. Eyes come back open. Give the shoulders a little shake out. Thanks for joining me for the Wake Up Flow today. Have a wonderful Thursday. Namaste.